Hey.
The kids off to school?
Yeah, Steffi and Phoebe are excited about Roxbury. Steffi was very enthusiastic about being able to audit the classes.
I'll be glad when they're officially enrolled. But it's good to know that they're going to make new friends. Ridge?
Hope cried today when I dropped her off.
She hasn't done that in a long time.
Teachers assured me that she was going to be fine.
We'll go pick her up early. We'll do it together.
Oh, Logan. The way you think, that's what I love about you. Not just your feeling for all of our kids. You're such an amazing influence in all of their lives.
Well, it was good to hear that they still love me. After everything that's been happening lately. I really needed to hear that.
Well, you're very deserving of their love. You've been their mother, their friend. You've never been selfish with your time. You've always been there for them. And now that you need them, they're going to be there for you.
And they're glad to have Taylor back. They're overjoyed. And I couldn't be happier for them.
What else is going on here?
I'm sorry I even have to say this.
Are you talking about us not sharing a bedroom right now?
No, it's not that. I mean, I do miss you. But I understand this is a tough time for you.
So what are we talking about here?
It's your mother. She's made her feelings very clear about where I stand in this whole situation.
It's so good to have you back.
It is so good to be here. Although I must say, the situation is a lot more complicated than I thought it would be.
Well, there are some small problems that have to be solved, but nothing that we can't work through together.
Rich has 2 families. He has 2 wives.
But only one love.
I can see that he does care about Brooke, and Brooke is still obviously in love with Ridge.
Which is why I wanted you to come over this morning. I wanted to, Look, I have some things I have to tell you. Things you need to know.
Oh, hey, Thomas.
Hey, sorry, I was looking for my grandpa. Are you living in the guest house now?
Yeah, I mean, I was okay in my mom's old room, but your grandma thought I'd be more comfortable out here.
I see. You have a really pretty voice.
Thanks. Are those drawings?
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't been sleeping well lately, so I've been sketching a little. A lot, actually. They're designs.
I used to draw when I was little. I used to let my mind just wander so I could just,
Not worry.
How are things at home? It's hard, huh?
It's great having my mom back. But, yeah, it's a little weird. Not knowing who's gonna be living where.
Do you mind if I look at your sketches?
Yeah, sure, if you want.
Wow, these are great.
You think so?
Definitely. I mean, I'm no expert on design or anything, but I would definitely wear this.
Well, that's all that matters. You really think they're good?
Good, I think they're great.
Sweet. Well, I was gonna show them to my grandpa. I was thinking maybe this summer I could start doing some designing.
Wow, that would be awesome.
Yeah, when my dad was my age, he'd been sketching for years already.
His passion, huh?
Yeah, I know. It's what he always wanted to do.
That's how you feel, right?
Yeah.
That's so nice. And it'll make your dad and your granddad so happy.
Ooh, that's a lot to live up to.
Hey, if you love it, it's gonna be easy, right?
Well, it sure feels right, yeah.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Mr. Forrester.
Hi, Gaby.
Hey.
Look, I just got home and I saw Thomas's car. I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
No. Actually, I'm glad you're here. I wanted to talk to you about something.
You can talk to me about anything. What's up?
Well, as you know, I'm graduating from high school, and I've done an internship at Forrester Creations.
Yes. And a wonderful internship, I might add.
Well, I've learned a lot. I really have. But now I think I'm ready to take it to the next step. I'm ready to design.
Design? Well, I'm thrilled that you would take an interest in designing. It's a big step, though. But I'm glad to see that you've decided what you want to do. I'm just, well, I'm not sure you're ready for that yet.
Oh, I am. I mean, it's not something I just want you to give to me. I know you have to have a passion for it. And I do. You know? Like you and Dad, I watched you both. How much you get into it, I know how much you love it. Sketching, designing, I feel that too. I've done some sketches, actually. Maybe you could take a look at them and tell me if they're any good.
So what did the dragon say?
She was here yesterday, saying that I should accept the inevitable. That I should step aside and let you and Taylor and the children all be together.
Damn it. None of this is Mother's business. None of it.
She is Taylor's best friend. I don't know why I thought she could be neutral in all of this.
She damn well better be neutral.
She thinks that the children would be better off with Taylor.
Brooke, I'm lucky to have you in my life. The children are lucky to have you in their lives.
I've tried to keep Stephanie from making me feel less than, but in her eyes, I just don't measure up to Taylor.
Well, that's her eyes, not mine. I don't want you to be like Taylor. You're Brooke. I want you to be like Brooke. I love the person that you are.
I've made mistakes. I can't deny that. And now, to get her way, Stephanie is going to tell Taylor every last one of them.
I can only imagine what you're going through. I mean, you must be being pushed and pulled from every direction.
Yeah, there are a lot of factors to think about.
There certainly are. And knowing you, I'm sure you're going to be most concerned with Brooke's children.
I cannot imagine RJ being in a house without his father, and Hope is already clearly connected to Rich.
She's the most adorable little girl. And he has been so wonderful with her.
I just find it really unfortunate that Whip never spends time with Hope.
Whip isn't her father.
He isn't Hope's father? Who is Hope's father?
This is going to upset you because it involves Bridget and her husband and Brooke. Deacon is Hope's father.
Stephanie, please tell me that is not true.
She had an affair with Deacon. He's the father of Hope.
What do you think?
Well, I see a lot of promise here. I really do. But there's still a lot for you to learn.
Oh, I know that. But I'll get better, and I'm willing to work really hard at it, Grandpa. I am.
I'm sure you are, Thomas.
And I'm young, so I have a pretty good idea of what kids want to wear these days.
Yeah, we hired Caitlin for exactly the same reason, but things haven't really worked out that well.
But Caitlin didn't grow up around designing like I did. You know? I know what it takes. I know I'm gonna have to bust my ass. I mean, work hard.
Sound like your dad. You're just like him, you know. You see an obstacle ahead and you just speed up. You head right for it.
So that's a yes? If you want something, you just go for it, right?
Your father was a lot like you when he was your age. You know, he just wanted to grab life, everything he could. Everything was a big adventure. It's that spontaneity that shows up in his work even now. It's what sets him apart, even now.
So that's a good thing that I'm like him, right? Willing to take a risk?
Yeah. But you have to be careful.
I am, and I will be.
Thomas, these sketches are fine. They really are. Fact is, I can even see a little of myself in them. But youthful inspiration is not enough out there. Not with our competitors. They have a lot of inspiration going for them too, but they have years and years of experience behind them.
But I thought between you and Dad, my inexperience wouldn't have been that big of a deal.
I'm sure you'd be an inspiration to us. I'm sure you would. But you know what? This just isn't the summer for it.
This is the most fun I've had in a long time, drawing these. I thought you could mentor me, you know? Just feel like I'm good at it.
You are good at it. You are good at it, and in time, you'll be even better. Look, I hate to disappoint you, son, but we just can't do it. Not at this time. We've got Spectra breathing down our necks, and Thorne's doing everything he can to help Sally. And you know how Sally gets when she's focused. Look, I'm sorry. This just isn't the summer for it.
Mother has gone too far with all the hurtful things she said. You know, it's hard to believe she'd be so negative about you to Taylor. She's always so concerned about what Taylor's going to think of her.
Stephanie's smart enough to make her way around that. Besides, she practically admitted that that was her plan. I mean, Taylor's not here this morning. Where do you think she is? Stephanie really wants me gone. And I'm afraid that she's out there somewhere coming up with a scheme to try to get me out of your life.
She's never been one of your biggest fans, that's for damn sure. But even you admitted that she's given you credit for keeping the family together through all these crises we've been through the last few months.
That was all an act. She accepted me to maintain a relationship with you and RJ.
She said that?
Yes. She said that I should just take hope and go away.
How could she possibly think I'd allow something like that? You're the mother of my son. You're a huge part of my life.
She suggested that I give RJ to you and Taylor to adopt and raise as your own.
Oh, no. Come on, let's go.
Rich, you know what? This isn't a good idea. Stephanie's gonna say what she wants anyway.
She's already said too much, Brooke. Now we gotta set her straight. Come on.
How could Brooke do something so horrible?
Old habits die hard.
But with Deacon? To have a child with her own daughter's husband? I mean, I just saw Bridget. She is so supportive of Brooke.
Believe me, she was devastated when it happened, and it's taken her a long time to forgive her mother.
And Ridge? They both forgave her?
They did. Which is what has worried me, because I think, well, I've been worried that you would see their marriage as something that it isn't. I want you to know that I've talked to Brooke, all right? I told her I thought she should step aside, but she's refused.
What she's done is really
Indefensible. Taylor, I know you want to be sensitive to the children, but I think for Brooke to stay in that house with your husband and your children one more day is just, well, frankly, it's wrong.
if what you're saying is true.
It's true.
You know, I just thought that it seemed like she had been a good role model for my children.
When Ridge and I thought that you had died, we were devastated, you know that. But you know, life goes on, and Ridge just seemed to gravitate towards Brooke, and they ended up getting married, and then they went they went down to South America on their honeymoon, and we had this ridiculous fiasco that happened. We thought that there'd been an accident, and we thought that Ridge had been killed.
Well, that must have been devastating for Brooke.
It was. She was heartbroken. We all were. But in her grief, she turned to Nick.
Turned to Nick.
Slept with him. Before Ridge was even in the grave, supposedly 24 hours, she slept with Nick.
Thomas, you're 18. Enjoy your summer. My God, your mother just came back. Spend some time with her. The real world will come calling soon enough.
But I'm ready for the real world now. Grandpa, I can do this, I know it. Just please, give me a chance.
You'll get your chance. I promise you that. A couple of years in design school, and then we'll talk about your place in the company.
But I've watched you and Dad design
A couple of years of design school first. Deal.
Well, it looks like it was bad timing.
It seemed like the perfect time.
Look on the bright side. Now you get the whole summer to spend with your mom.
I know, but Phoebe and Steffi will probably keep her busy with everything they're doing. And Dad, he'll want to be with her too. I don't want to spend this summer running errands and getting coffee at Forrester. I'm ready to design now, Gaby. I don't know how. But that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Brooke slept with Nick the day after she thought Ridge died?
Yes. I've watched her humiliate this family time and time again, and she's never paid the price.
So she really hasn't changed?
No, she hasn't. She's still the same little insecure girl from the valley who somehow draws a sense of power from sleeping with these men and betraying them and then begging them to forgive her and then betraying them all over again. She's always talking about destiny. Destiny has finally brought her together with Ridge. Destiny has finally given them RJ. But you know what she never talks about? The entire time that she was pregnant with RJ, she didn't know Ridge was the father.
She thought RJ was Nick's child?
Yes. You've got to take a stand here and fight. I mean, if we're going to talk about destiny, you're coming back. That's destiny. That's fate. Taylor, you are the only one that can end the pain that she's caused all of us, and you're the only one that can keep this family safe from her selfishness.
Oh, Mother, that's enough.
Brooke, I thought you had changed. I thought you had been good for my children while I was gone. Am I wrong? The things Stephanie just told me. Is all of that true?